And is one some coming?
He hasn't responded to me yet.
Hey, Faffle, you there?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you switch off the Hind?
Someone told me that there was like nobody else flying helicopters, so I switched and filled the slot.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that you were the only one who initially signed up for a helicopter. I know, like, 2 other people were talking about doing a Hind.
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone went
Once
F-86.
Ada and Toast realized that there weren't any ATGMs, that kind of changed.
Oh, there's no
the way forward.
ATGMs. Well, that's useless then. Yeah.
Yeah. It was gonna be a rocket bird,
Yeah, rockets
like
and
everything
DCS
else
are
based.
worthless.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
They did update the
That's all
damage
right,
model.
Pac-Man.
Rockets
again,
are a
Chicken?
little. I was saying rockets are a little bit more effective now that they've updated the damage model against infantry.
That's nice.
I got a question for you, Chicken. How do I use OverGME to install the smoke mod?
You just have to set your root folder to your DCS main directory, and then enable.
Okay.
Question for you, Drow.
Yeah.
So, from what I heard, we don't really. We're fighting for UAE. We don't really expect much from Saudi Arabia or Qatar or Iran. Most of it is internal insurgents and insurgents.
Yeah, we're
in
not at
Oman.
war with any of the other powers right now.
Yeah, but there's no insurgents flowing from there or concentrated on the border of those countries. Oh, mainly Saudi Arabia.
We're concerned about insurgents within the UAE.
Okay.
Anything not in the UAE is not really our problem.
Right.
And if
Okay.
I can interject real quick while we have a minute,
Yeah, go ahead.
if you want your Bronco skin to show up correctly, you need to change it from the name of the Bronco folder from V1.00 to V1.08.
I recommend everyone do that, just so you can have all the skins.
Yeah.
If I install the smoke mod in the if I install it manually into the main folder of DCS.
If it's the single player one, SP version, you'll lose integrity. If it's MP, you won't.
So
yeah, basically to delete it after that, you'll basically have to run a repair on DCS.
Okay, fair. But it shouldn't cause any conflicts with other servers if I install the multiplayer version, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start the mission briefing.
All right.
Fucking cunt of a whore. Where are you? So this PC, D drive, Eagle Dynamics, DCS World Open Beta, paste. Yep.
Okay.
And you need to install the contents of that mod into there if you're not using OVGME. So like the bazaar and config folders into the main DCS directory.
Yeah, roger.
Okay.
I've put a link to the main briefing document, the full briefing, in the pre-flight thread. If you want to read that, it has more info than the slides I've prepared do. I'm just going to go over the slides, but you can ask questions about either one if you'd like, once we get to the end. So, technical info, victory is destroying insurgent forces with minimum casualties to us and collateral damage to UAE civilians or infrastructure. Defeat is insurgents escaping in significant numbers or excessive casualties to us or collateral damage to UAE. Important settings. Every unit, regardless of side, will have the neutral gray dots for labels. So even as you get closer, they will not change to blue or red. The only units visible on the map will be civilian units. So you will not have your own aircraft on the map, or any other friendly or enemy aircraft or ground units. And then low civilian traffic is forced on, and that will hopefully help the enemy units blend in a little more because they won't be the only things moving down the road. Equipment restrictions we went over in the theater. We're on the honor system for it, but please don't use anything that's not allowed. We will see it in the AAR if you do. A couple of Moose systems are turned on. RAT, randomized air traffic. So I'm using that civilian aviation mod for this. There will be civilian flights taking off and landing at different airports and flying between them and some other areas. There will be some ambient ATC text-based chatter in the top right when stuff lands and takes off. Don't shoot down the civilian aircraft, even if they stray into the AO. There is an active airport in the AO, so they could come in and fly through or land there. We also have the pseudo ATC option available for us. It's an F10 menu option that gives you navigation info, basically. You can use that to get your bearing and distance to your waypoints, as well as to different airfields. And there's a couple other options in there as well. Since we don't have a lot of programmable waypoints in most of the aircraft, you'll want to use this to ensure that you're on course to your waypoints in the target area. And then the briefing, this briefing is from an in-game perspective and may contain deliberate inaccuracies. So, situation. Reports have come in a few minutes ago that a column of armed vehicles has attacked the UAE section of the Qatam border crossing. Their intentions are unknown, but it's possible they intend to cross from Oman into the UAE to conduct attacks. A map of the AO is provided in the annexes. I'll link that again. Where is it? It's in the thread. Civilian presence. Obviously, we're fighting in a built-up area here. There is significant civilian presence within the AO, lots of cities. Civilians are largely concentrated in those cities, but there are tribes that live in the mountainous regions and the deserts. Enemy force, suspected insurgent force, approximately 12 vehicles with passengers, possibly technicals, wheeled light armor, possible AAA. No SAMs are expected, but they're moving north from the Qatam border crossing at the south end of the AO there. Destination unknown. Friendly forces, we have our ARCOMM aircraft, and then we have the UAE armed forces. UAE Armed Forces, Union Defense Force is what they're technically called. They're moving to secure the border crossing again with 2 columns of armored cars. Make sure you do not engage and destroy the friendly UDF forces. There will be a picture in the in-game mission, and it should be in your knee board that will show the kind of vehicle the UDF are using. So our mission, seek out and destroy the insurgent force as long as it remains within the UAE borders. Execution, ARCOMM aircraft will transit from the airfields to the AO, conduct strikes at the direction of the FAC aircraft. That will be the Bronco flown by Chicken. When flying to and from the AO, it's very important that you avoid straying into Omani airspace. And then while in the AO, you'll see if you look at the map there that the Omani enclave is kind of dead center. It is important we do not cross over into the airspace of that enclave either. There probably won't be any military repercussions for doing so at least in the immediate future. But it is possible in future missions.
Okay, that's a correction then to what I passed earlier. I thought I had read in the brief that the Enclave was an exclusion to the no-fly zone.
I don't believe so. Yeah, no, the Enclave is still a no-fly zone. Yeah, in the full briefing there, the Omani Enclave is excluded from the AO and is a no-fly zone. So it's not part of the area of operations and is no-fly.
Shouldn't be near it anyway, should we?
Depends on where the enemy units go.
Oh, yeah.
So Batmore fish squadrons will provide the strike force. Eagle will provide FAC A. And then we do have an Overlord flight up for AWACS, but we do not expect any enemy air contact at this time. Eagle, as FAC A, is responsible for control of all weapons release, unless you do have a defensive air-to-air engagement. Fish, we don't actually have any fish taking off, so everyone else get airborne no later than 0720 local. Rules of engagement. Use of force is authorized to protect yourself, your aircraft, your units, friendly forces, POWs, civilians from serious crimes only, and designated persons or organizations such as Red Cross personnel. Self-defense is permitted when fired upon, except when such defense would violate an international border. So ensure that you do not shoot across into Oman. If we accidentally blow up houses or anything else in Oman, they will be upset with us. PID is required for all engagements, so make sure that the car heading down the road is in fact an enemy combatant before you blow it up. Don't engage non-combatants, don't strike civilian targets, populated areas, or civilian structures. Insurgent forces are all declared hostile while they are within the UAE. If they leave the UAE, then do not pursue them and attack them. Military forces of other nations are not to be engaged unless in self-defense within the UAE or its airspace. Service and support. Repair, refuel, rearm is available at Al Jafra, Al Minhad, and Liwa Air Force bases. You can divert, if you need to any UAE airfield. Fujairah International is the closest one. It is actually within our AO there. So if you do have to land in an emergency, you can land there. However, there will not be any repair or refuel options at the civilian airport. Kazabak, if you get shot down and live, activate your beacon, await rescue. If possible, contact local forces. Enemy POWs, it's unlikely that our aircraft will take any, but if you do, turn them over to the UDF or local police as soon as practical. Succession of command. So aircraft 1 and 3, the flight lead and then section lead, will be the leaders. 2 and 4, the wingmen, will follow after that. Hopefully, not that many of you will get shot down. And then call signs, radio frequencies, and navigation information is in the annexes. And that'll be in your in-game kneeboard and is in the main briefing document as well.
How do you
Any questions about any of that?
Yeah, where do you install the SRS presets? I can't find any info on it.
You just dump all of the random radio files next to the
Yeah.
srs.exe. It is stupid,
Okay. And
but
then I can
that
just
is the way to
delete
do
them
it.
after, so it doesn't. Or I guess
I mean, you don't need to, but you can.
it won't mess up all my radio presets.
I'm not sure what you mean. It'll only do SRS radios. It doesn't do your in-aircraft radio.
Oh, the radios.
If
that
it's a
don't
real
work.
DCS radio,
Yeah.
these files won't do anything for it. Only SRS radio.
Are the presets already put in for the aircraft radios in the MIS?
In the MIS, they are.
Okay.
Question?
Yes.
You mentioned possible air-to-air engagements and able to defend against those. Is that an actual threat that we need to consider?
Very, very, very unlikely. If you stray into Omani airspace south of the AO or very far north of it, it's possible they could send up aircraft to intercept you. There are also occasionally, Iran is supporting Oman in its fight against its insurgency. So there are occasionally Iranian flights that transit through Iranian and Omani airspace. If you strayed into Iranian airspace, they could engage you as well.
Okay.
So the question I have is, you said that there are maps with waypoints for us.
They're in the kneeboard.
I can't remember how to toggle the kneeboard.
Shift K
Okay.
or K, and then
Cool.
your left and right bracket to switch pages. Via DCS should auto-generate those.
Excellent. Okay, because I've never really used the kneeboard before.
And unless
What on
anybody
earth
has
happened?
any heartburn with this, we'll be using the VHF low FM FAC frequency on channel 2. I think it's 39.5.
Right. Yeah.
If my
I don't know
radio
if
allows
every
me,
aircraft
then
will
sure.
have the UHF. Everyone definitely has one. The VHF and the low FM, I don't think every aircraft has one.
Okay, you're saying everybody has a UHF though?
Everyone has the UHF, yeah.
Okay, then we will use that, whatever that is. I did not prepare for that.
It is 284 channel 7.
Megahertz.
Good.
Okay, let's fire it up.
Oh, and then once you get into the AO, all right, contact me on that freak and give me your check-in, just what weapons you brought, and I will pass any targets that I am aware of. It'll be TACONs pretty much exclusively, since grid coordinates, I don't think they're going to be very helpful for most of our aircraft. And since I have weapons release authority, if you find a target that I have not passed to you, then just describe the target to me as best as you can, and I will give you attack clearance based on your description of what the target is and where it is.
Oh, one other thing I should mention is we will get messages in the top right corner as locals pass on information as to where insurgents are.
Cool.
So
I
do
will
be
also
aware of
be
that.
all right. I will also be bringing smoke rockets. So if we get that information and we all flow towards that area, we can use the smoke rockets to coordinate or to correlate targets between each other.
Perfect.
All right. Once everyone's on the server, I can swap it over.
Okay, one sec. Hey Matt,
Yeah.
you're gonna be on Bat Common, right?
Yep. Absolutely. I'm pretty much flying with the sabers.
Yeah.
I figured.
Well, that's the
Well, hang
thing.
on.
One some's looking
Yeah,
after
no,
the
am I
little
supposed to be
man,
able
and
to?
one some's looking after the little man, and Mido is off being super secret special forces man. So it's just me in the saber. So
Oh.
who's else with us?
Wait,
By the way,
you
Bat
and
is
me
the
and
A4.
Saber?
Sabers are. Oh,
Bat.
everybody's a bat. Never mind.
What was
My
Faffle
bad.
trying to say?
All jets are bats.
Am I supposed to be able to connect to the server?
It's not the loop server, if that's what you're trying to do.
Oh.
Yeah, where's the IP?
It should be. Hang on.
I'll find it. I can disconnect.
Okay, thanks.
Get it.
Yeah, just
It's just
Is it pinned anywhere?
arcom-dcs.co or something.
Hang on,
Yeah.
I'll put it in the channel in the thread.
so yeah, it is
Go.
arcom-dcs.co, and
Oh,
then
I gave you the
password
IP.
should be the same as the last one, which I don't know if anyone's streaming, so I am not saying it.
It is. Get that?
So there's just 2 sabers, huh?
Just one, as far as I know.
Faffle's the other one.
Oh, Faf's the other one. Cool. All right, we got a wingman. All right. So
I've
the
uploaded
A4,
an
the
image of the friendly UDF vehicle.
so we've got
that's what we're-
Faf. We got Faf, me, Matt, and Border in jets. So like we got a squad. We got squad. Ultra slow turbo jets.
The saber is not ultra slow.
Wow.
The
Hey,
saber.
Drew, for your
relatively.
script, does the
I mean, you're practically transonic at the saber all the time.
does the unit name matter? So like Boar 61. I'm just seeing people joining without their.
Oh, yeah, we probably do want that. It's not a huge deal, but for the ATC bot, it's helpful. I say joining without it.
So
So yeah,
Keep that in mind.
change your multiplayer name to prefix it with your slot.
Do I have to use the dash, or is it fine? Just 1, 2.
No.
I've seen it be more reliable with the dash.
All right, I'll do the dash.
Not everyone
Okay.
joined, so do that. You still got time. You're not the last one. Don't worry.
Oh, I have it set already.
I am
What
going
a
to go
smart
for
guy.
bio break though.
So what am I? Bat.
Are you saying Oman is
I guess
ordering biological weapons?
Bat 4-1. I guess. Huh?
No, that's
you
me.
Are. You are. Let me check.
Who, Pac-Man? Your
Yeah.
bat 3-2 is
Yeah.
your slot, but if you're Mito was bat 3-1. One Sum was bat 3-3. Faffle's bat 3-4.
Bat 3-2. Hell yeah.
And I'll be addressing you guys by whatever your flight lead is. So it'll be like Bat 3-1 and flight. I'm not going to call you guys out individually.
Unless we do something bad, right?
Yeah.
I'm just a cog in the machine of flights.
Bat 3-2, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Pretty standard. It's hard being a hero, you know what I mean, chicken? It's hard flying a real plane.
Oh no, I'm going to fuck this up worse than any of you.
That's
the Bronco is pretty cool. The Bronco has an arresting hook, doesn't it? Carrier
No.
capable? No.
It's just, well, it is carrier capable, but no
It's
arresting
just
hook.
got brakes.
Yeah, brakes and thrust reverser.
Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't need it because the
Very
Bronco
slow.
operated off carriers, but it doesn't need a hook. That's right, because it's just so slow.
A-firm.
The other day, the F5 apparently has a hook,
Yep.
but it
You
can't
can
use the
carrier
cat.
land with it. You can't use the cat.
Hey,
Which
Chip,
is
you
what-
wanna go on the Boar 6. I'm sorry, P51 common channel. You want to hang out with the props?
P51 common?
Oh wait, never mind. I think we're split up.
Yeah,
Oh, I
there's just
forgot to
there's just a
change my
common
name.
bore.
No, I'm going to be alone.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see real quick.
No one knows what it's like to be the sad.
Chicken.
I was also Dro. If you want to just stay in Discord, just in case anyone has any loadout questions.
Sure, yeah.
It should be pretty straightforward.
Jeff, CH7.
You never know.
What's the
if
Boar
it's
common?
guided or it Boar common. I mean, there's 3 of them. One for FM VHF and UHF.
Which one are you guys using?
286 or 125.55.
Or channel 3 for FM.
Channel. Okay. FM CH3.
Oh,
Sure,
boy.
bless you.
And then you said what's your VHF?
4 VHF is
120.55.
120.55.
What channel is that?
4.
Channel 4. That's the one you guys are going to be on?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll roll up if I get lonely.
I'm joined the Aquabats.
Okay. Is everyone on now?
I'm rejoining. I had to change my name.
Where are the jets all taking off from? Al Dafra?
Jets are all from Al Dafra. Props are all from Al Manad.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
So if
oh.
we're all going to be on bat at Al Dafra, then that works.
Wilson, are you already on? Or are you just in a slot? Yeah.
I'm going to take a quick bio as well.
Where's
Ladies and
Al Dafra
gentlemen.
on the map? Or the AO?
Ladies
In
and
the
gentlemen,
southwest.
for this stream, welcome to the unglamorous side of flying.
Oh, you say southwest. I don't know where north is on that map.
Everyone's peeing. Everyone's prepping.
North is straight up on the map.
Yeah,
of
north
the
is
AO,
straight
okay.
up. Both of the friendly airfields are off map.
Oh,
Al
back.
Manad
You
is
have
straight
yours.
west.
Damn.
Al Dafra is southeast of Fairways.
And you said that on Fujiwara you cannot refuel, rearm, or repair?
Correct. It's a civilian airfield.
So
So
there's really
they
no
don't have what
point
we
in
need.
landing
Basically,
there.
if you're going down, it's probably
Yeah.
your best.
Oh,
bet.
right. Gotcha.
It's the place where you try to land if you are trying not to crash.
Right.
And then, if you're coming from Al Dafra and you go straight to the AO, there is a section of Oman airspace that you'd have to fly through. So just make sure you go over.
Yeah, it's very
The
important
borders
for
are marked on
bats
the map.
to fly there.
But you don't know where you are on the map.
You know where you start.
I know
You
where
know
I
where you
start.
are because
Check
you
it
know where
out.
you aren't.
All right. I'll do the calculations.
But can
Just
he
follow
do the
follow the
variants?
waypoints with the pseudo ATC menu, and you'll be fine.
Okay. All right. It looks like everyone's on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. Yep. All right. I'm gonna switch it over.
Oh, chicken is Eagle Dash chicken. Hopefully
All
that'll
right.
work.
Should be popping over.
There she goes.
And I don't think we have any slotting order requirements, so feel free to hop on in.
There shouldn't be.
I need to stop drinking tea. I'll have to pee during flight.
Take your slot
Good.
order.
Still loading.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hey
thank
Matt,
goodness.
how
Channels
fast
are-
is the L-39?
A bit, I suppose a bit slower than the Sabres. Like it can go 600 kph. I don't know how many knots that is.
And divide that in 2 basically to get knot.
Yeah, about 320.
Okay, so
I'd
you're
say
probably
it's
going
his
to
max
keep up
level
with
speed.
the A4s then, but not the Sabre.
Check from the slotting screen.
You
Yeah,
check?
I hear.
We're all 1 megahertz. Ow.
Just keep loading.
Yep. UHF is dreadful.
Are
We can hop in the we can
unpaused
hop in
yet?
the aircraft, right?
Yep.
I have.
Oh.
So
Okay,
you-
cool.
Okay.
Fire everything up, fellas.
I'm already getting mine going because I gotta warm up my engine.
I press F12 and I just see fire. Let's not do that. Oh, I see vehicles coming. All right.
I don't need fuel tanks. I've
No,
got
no spy on
a
the enemy.
I'm sorry. I'm just,
turbojet.
F12 is my reset Drakaya button. There we go.
I don't need fuel tanks. I need bombs.
You get 2 bombs.
Hey, the Bronco will be taking a fuel tank, so if you guys want to hit the Minad Farp and come back out for a second vol, just let me know.
You can always every aircraft can land at Almanad, which is the closer airfield, and rearm refuel there. So for bats, that's a much shorter flight than coming back to Al Dhafra.
Going to restart. I don't have any game audio.
Dro, are you sticking to what you got by default? Just rockets?
I don't remember what the default is, to be honest.
It's just rockets. I don't know what you're taking. So what are you taking?
Check it out, fellas.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the default, the fuel tank and rocket.
Yeah, okay, me too then.
Y'all should start muting yourselves though in here, and unless you have pressing questions for me.
Yeah, hold on. I think I'll have to leave and get back.
My Saber is failing to auto start. It's impressive. Never seen that.
I'm in hot tower radio check. Bat common radio check.
I'd suggest switching over to one of the other radios for our common frequency.
Right. The one we have next is 12155, channel 5 or VHF.
So we've got two other SRS radios that we can use. I would suggest moving the second radio, the ANARC 186, to channel 5 and talking there. If you click on the if you're using one of the SRS radios, you click on the channel button there, you can just select the channel.
Bad common radio check.
Check, we're going to be using our in-flight common as VHF on our VHF radio. So 12155.
This is Bat 11, radio check 12155.
Good check, Bat 12 on VHF.
Are you on this net, Pat? Thanks, Porter. Porter, you might want to... Discord, coming through on both.
Gotcha. Dumb question. How do I set it so I can talk with one button, with two buttons and two radios? Because I only have one push to talk in there. I'm just switching between radios by clicking on it.
I hear you trying to talk on this net, but I'm just getting static.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my second radio to get to work, but it doesn't. It always does just this for some reason.
Is this Pac-Man on this net? Is the Overlord bot not running? Anyways, Bat 11 here. I'm good to go if you guys are.
Roger, Sam. I'm ready to roll. Rebud 1-2 has issues with the radios. I'm trying to figure it out. I'll only talk on this net. I'll switch it back for now. One, two, ready to roll.
Okay, 1-1 taxi.
One, two will follow. I'm ready. Are we taking off to the west or are we taking off to the east?
We're taking off to the east, so come to your left.
Roger, FM.
At least I think it should be your left, northish.
Matt,
should just have entered the tower where they're running that now. Mike's not working. Yeah, looks like it. Slowing down for the corner up here. Okay, turning right on W0. Faithful, if you're going to lead us in, we'll follow you. About 1-1 copies. Matt, 2-1.
I can't talk on the other radio. I can only talk on UHF.
Methuselah, copy?
Copy. I cannot use the VHF radio for some reason.
Roger, FM. I'll let the others know, stand by. You want me to move a little forward? Yeah, I can't squeeze in there. Hey guys, just so you know, Methuselah doesn't have access to the 180, the RC 180. He can't hear.
I can't hear you. I just can't talk.
Low FM.
I can hear on the VHF radio, but I can only talk on the UHF. That's the issue.
So he can hear us, but he can't talk to us. Oh, well that's weird.
It's an issue on my end. Don't worry about it.
Lined up behind me there. Okay. You guys go, I'll catch up. Okay, 1-1's moving up. I need a lot more runway than you guys. What do you got? The Sabre doesn't do short takeoffs. 1-2 spin. In this heat, I don't know anyone does short takeoffs. One's up. Turning towards waypoint 1. Rolling takeoff.
that you behind me there, Border?
Yep, 1-2 poles on your right.
Alright, I'm full power and about 10 degrees up or so.
Is anybody talking on the SACNet, by the way? I think I'm listening on it, but I haven't heard anything.
I haven't heard anything yet.
Copy, it's 284, right?
For SACNet, I'd have to double check.
Yeah, it's channel 6284. Oh, my bad, yeah, channel 7. Right, I heard you there. Copy, 1-4, about 2. What, 1-2?
Bat 1-1 passing 9,500, getting ready to level out.
Any station, radio check, Eagle flight.
Good check.
7-285.0, and I'm about 50 clicks to the target area. How do you dump your fuel tank again? Is it selecting the emergency emergency bomb? Yeah, emergency select on 3, the center pylon, and then emergency bomb to drop it. Which we're just about there, aren't we? So, we've only got a few liters left in the belly tanks, and then we'll dump them. Oh, we need to turn though. 1 second. Okay, border left-hand turn to bearing, or sorry, right-hand turn to bearing 040. Sorry, left-hand turn to 040. Yeah, it looks like I'm on the wrong frequency. Channel 7 briefing does not match Channel 7 in the radio. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna dump my...
No, you're on the correct UHF frequency.
Yeah, so this is bat common.
Should be FAC-A.
Alright, we'll go with it. Channel 7, back A, 285.0. Border, do you know if, oh, never mind, I see someone off to our left there. I'm just wondering where the Sabre and the L-39 are. L-39 match should be behind you. I am far to your left. Oh, you're off to the left? Okay. Sabre is at your 7 o'clock, half a mile. I need to come more to the left. I'm adjusting my heading to 026. Sabre, are you keeping pace with us, or are you gonna go on ahead? I'm gonna keep pace with you guys. It's much better for us to all rock up as one unit so we can stay on and just blast shit. Plus, we don't want to leave Matt too far behind. He should be right behind us somewhere. Roger. Eagle, this is board 28500. Oh, I thought you were at Matt. Then I don't know where Matt is, okay. The old L-39 isn't as quick as we are. thought the L-39 would keep up with the A4s. I don't think of the A4 as being that fast.
Yep. They're on ahead, but there'd be no point.
101, what's your speed?
Anyone on the BATNet?
I'm just a hair over 300 knots. I'll pull it back a little bit to go 300 exactly. Okay, I was going 25, I'll speed up. 9 players, Eagle is on station in the AO. I have smoke on the border of Oman and the UAE.
Eagle, can you contact the BAT flight? Bet for one has to go home due to radio difficulties. I cannot communicate with them at all.
Sorry, say again?
Bat for one is diverting back home.
No,
I cannot talk to the rest of my flight for some reason.
Roger. Going to bearing 043. Copy, did you need me to do something?
You could just tell them on the VHF frequency. It's 121-550.
Alright, I'll relay that you're RTB.
Thank you.
Bat flights, Eagle.
Roger, Eagle, go ahead.
Hey, relay from Methuselah, he is RTB. His radios are not working.
Roger that.
Also, just to let you guys know, the presets in the radios aren't configured 100% correctly, so just UHF channel 7 is going to be the factory.
Roger, AFM.
Wrong net, actually. Yeah, I'm aware it's the wrong net. It's what's coming up as channel 7 in my aircraft.
Request navigation assistance.
Is that you, 1-1, going in? Going where?
Like now the other way that we're going, like above us, high above us.
Negative. I'm still at 10,000 feet and heading 043-ish.
Pac-Man, what are you doing? 3-1, lost sight of flight lead, doing a circle back.
Yeah, well,
Run him and he just disappeared.
guys, you can't talk at the same time as each other. When you step on each other, it interferes.
Pac-Man, you are behind Bad 1-2 and I am about a mile behind Bad 1-1. Roger. Increasing speed to catch up with flight lead. On your left.
I can't go any faster. I see you. Oh. Do you see that message?
Roger, flight lead, I see that one.
One, two, seen that? They've already entered Karaiba apparently like, 20 minutes ago. I'm not sure what's that about. It says it's a second column order. Oh, right. I'm coming left slightly to 040.
worked. Bad news, I'm not sure the civilian aircraft did. Is that your radar that's making noise in my cockpit there, Saber?
Potentially, yes.
Started to get a lot louder and you flew up behind me.
You might want to think about turning east, squad lead.
Yeah, I think it might be time. Okay, that 1-1 turning to 0, let's turn to 100.
One, out of curiosity, what is your current fuel flow at full throttle?
I'm pulled back a little bit, but I'm at about just under 5.
Copy.
What's your fuel quantity, 1-2?
4.2.
Okay, pretty similar to me. Okay, we're approaching our IP. I see smoke off my nose, front right.
Roger, I firm eyes on.
Yeah, so big smoke front right to the right side of those canals, and then I see some little smokes to the left as well.
Eyes on, 1-2. 3-1's blind on you, 1-1. Accelerating. I'm gonna run now that we're in the target.
I see you on my left, I believe, 3-1, but yeah, go ahead. Okay, we're reaching IP here. I'm gonna check in.
Roger, I got eyes on you, 1. Advancing the military power.
What net is back on now, did you say?
Channel 7284.
That's what we're on right now, though.
Get him either. But he said it's channel 7.
You stepped on each other there, one person at a time.